On today's episode of How Did Keegan Embarrass Herself? Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to a weekly vlog. I don't know what that was. Welcome to the vlog. This morning I was supposed to have a meeting going on right now. It got rescheduled to Wednesday because the person I had the meeting with is not feeling well, so I hope she's feeling better. In about an hour, I'm gonna go to the apartment that I think that I'm moving into, and I'm gonna tour the exact unit that I will be moving into because they said I can do that before I sign a lease or anything. I just want to double check, is this the exact unit that I want to move into? Which is nice that they let me do that. I've been doing a few work stuff today, but I have some videos to edit. I got a long list of stuff to do this week. I love a Monday. I know not everybody likes Monday, but I like a Monday. I don't know. I had to talk myself off a ledge this morning. Not an actual ledge, that was a metaphor. Sometimes I say things like that, like metaphors or jokes, which maybe I shouldn't, but some people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. I was like, it was a joke, I had to talk myself away from spiraling because every single person I know is getting engaged. Every single time I open Instagram, it's an engagement. And I'm so happy for everyone. But then there's this thought of like, should I be getting engaged? If everybody else is, should I be doing that? I don't even have a boyfriend. I'm not even talking to someone. There's not even a guy that I'm texting right now. The roster completely empty. There's part of me that's like, oh my gosh, am I just late on life and everybody else is just ahead of me? But then I'm like, no, Keegan, stop. Don't make major life decisions because that's what everybody else is doing, especially if you're not ready for that. That was a conversation that I had with myself this morning. I don't even want to get engaged. I don't even want a boyfriend, let alone a husband right now. So I don't know why I have these thoughts where I'm just like, everybody else is here in life and I'm here and I'm behind everybody. Being in your 20s is such a weird time. I feel like especially your early 20s, post-grad 20s, because everybody is doing something different. Some people are getting engaged, getting married, having children. Some people are starting their job, living in apartments. Some people are traveling the entire world. Some people are starting their own companies. Some people are going into higher education. Everyone is doing something different, and it's so hard not to compare yourself to people because I feel like, especially in college and being in school, everyone is kind of on the same path. You might not be doing the exact same thing as people. When everyone's in school, you're all kind of mostly in the same trajectory, and then you graduate and it's just everyone off to the streets. Everyone fends for themselves, just scatter plot everywhere. And so you can't compare yourself to people, but when you've been comparing your life and where you're at in your career and your school and everything to everybody else your whole life, it's hard to reprogram and uncondition that. So that's something I've been having to deal with, is I can't compare my life to other people and I can't use other people as a benchmark to see if I'm doing well or not. That was my thought process this morning. I don't really know where I was going with that. I also ordered some Amazon packages and it says they've delivered, but my apartment hasn't delivered them to my door yet. They now do this thing where if a package gets delivered to the complex and a third party brings it to your door. Aw, dang it. I ordered something that I thought was gonna be here tomorrow, but it's coming Wednesday. I mean, that's one less day, but I was really excited about it. Sad. So that's what's going on this morning. Just having internal crises. No, not crisis. Should I be getting engaged to a man that I've never met? I don't know. There's nobody. My mind has been working a mile a minute. I really wish there was an off button. She won't shut up. Okay, so I'm gonna do some editing before I leave to go to my hopefully new apartment. Oh, also, whenever I talk for a long period of time, I want to change the angle because I feel like it gets boring. I hate how sometimes delayed my vlogs are. My weekly vlogs, they kind of are just pushed back and they're not so much in real time, which is nice for me because they're really time consuming to edit, so it doesn't stress me out that I'm oh, I have one day to edit this and this is gonna take me 3 days, Sometimes it's annoying when I have news and then I'm I can't tell them in the moment. So if you are not following me on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, if you want more real-time updates, if you care, that's where that will be. I really want to bring these vlogs closer up to real time, but I'm afraid it's going to stress me out time-wise, and then I feel I don't want every single video to be a weekly vlog back to back to back to back, because I feel that might get annoying. But my update that will probably be extremely delayed for you guys to hear, which I'm very sorry about. I'm trying my best. I did find out if my apartment is raising my rent or not. I'm kind of annoyed about this because they told me that they would tell me if they were increasing my rent 2 weeks ago, and I found out last night, so Sunday night, and I need to tell them if I'm renewing my lease or not on Fridays. They gave me 5 days to really fully decide. They told me that I have to give my 60-day notice. So they're 60 days before your lease ends, you have to tell us if you're moving out of your apartment or if you want to renew your lease. And I was when will you let me know when you're increasing my rent? And they said 75 days before your lease ends. And then I was okay, so I have 15 days in between when they tell me if they're increasing my rent or not and when I have to tell them if I'm moving out or not. I hope this is making sense, because the way that I'm saying this out loud, I'm like, I understand it, but I don't think the way that I'm verbalizing it makes any sense. I thought I was gonna have 15 days to decide. No, they gave me 5. They gave me 5 days to decide. I do think that I'm gonna move out. I haven't signed a lease or anything yet, but they are increasing my rent $50 a month, which is not as much as I thought it was going to be, but that's still $600 a year. Like, that's still a lot of money. So I don't think I'm gonna stay here. I do think that at the end of the day, I am gonna move into this apartment that I'm going to tour today. But again, I want to just like have everything set in stone. I haven't signed any paperwork. I haven't told my apartment if I'm moving out or not. I haven't done anything like that yet. Today, I just want to tour that unit that I'd be moving into, just to, I'm like, is the lighting good? Is, you know, is it what I want? And then I will like really, I don't know, like words are not coming to my head right now. I do think that I'm gonna be moving out. I'm really annoyed with my apartment complex that they told me that it would be 15 days and not 5 days, because since they never emailed me, I was like, oh, they are probably just not going to be increasing my rent. No, they are. They are. I'm gonna miss this apartment so much. It's like sad living in somewhere that you know you won't live in for much longer. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's like your home really anymore, which is a weird feeling. And I love this place so much. But at the end of the day, moving into a new apartment will save me a lot of money, and that is the right decision to make. I'm gonna edit my video. I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering. If you need me, I'll be over here. Oh, ow, hit my knee. I'm going to try to make an early lunch, and I need to make it really quickly because I have to leave in less than 20 minutes, but I'm very, very hungry. I'm gonna make a chicken Caesar salad wrap. I made this earlier last week, so this is definitely all soggy. It's what I have in my fridge. I didn't go grocery shopping yesterday. Normally, as we all know, I eat a bagel for breakfast every morning because I love bagels. I didn't go grocery shopping yesterday because I was in a very self-destructive mood. Yeah, self-destructing. I didn't put away my laundry. I didn't go grocery shopping. I didn't do anything that you're supposed to do to like reset for the week because I was too busy hating myself. Just quite frankly being honest here. I heated up my tortilla. This has lettuce, Parmesan cheese, chicken, Caesar salad dressing, and croutons. It's probably very soggy because I put the dressing on this on maybe Friday, and today's Monday, so like this is probably really, even the croutons are soggy. This is probably not gonna be good, but this is what I have to eat because I didn't go grocery shopping. And does anybody else get in these headspaces sometimes where they're like, everybody hates me, I'm the worst person ever, I don't deserve to be happy, I am a terrible human being, I suck, and everyone hates me and they should hate me because I'm the worst? That's not good. That's not good. I'm happy to announce that was my entire thought process yesterday. I guess happy to announce, I'm not happy to announce, but does anyone else get like that, or is that just me, where you just like spiral and just like think that you're the worst human being that's ever existed? It's just disgusting. This is what I'm wearing to the little apartment tour. These shorts are from Abercrombie. I got this shirt, oh my gosh, in 2020 from Garage. They don't sell it anymore, but these are the best basics ever. It makes me sad when like places have really good basics. Like this shirt is worn out. It is not white. It is like dingy, and I would love to get a new one, but they don't sell it anymore. And then I'm also wearing these little earrings from Amazon. I saw a shirt like this on Amazon that I'm considering getting. I'll link it down below for you guys. But I don't know. So many things I want to buy, but I'm like, with what money? I'm just trying to be more financially responsible, so all the things that I want to buy, I just feel like I'm trying not to, but then I go through these phases where I buy things. I don't even know what I'm saying. Just toured the apartment that I'm gonna move into. I was gonna take videos and stuff, but then I was like, eh. Okay, a couple thoughts off the top of my head. It's smaller than I remember it being. Like, I walked in and I was like, oh, this is pretty tiny. The wall that my TV is gonna go on, I'm really nervous that my TV console is gonna be too big for it, but I love my TV console and I do not want to get rid of it, but I'm afraid that it's just like way too big for that wall. The apartment is smaller than the one that I currently live in, and I walked in and I was like, oh, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was. But everything always looks small when there's no furniture in it. We will see. It also wasn't as bright as I was hoping for it to be. I'm overthinking it. I'm very like comfortable and confident in my decision of moving here. It's just obviously an adjustment. It's like I'm downsizing from where I currently live, so I'm not gonna get everything and more that I have in my apartment right now, but I'm happy with the decision to move here. It is just a little bit smaller than I remember. Also, the walls, I always thought they were white, but they're gray. All the appliances were brand new. The appliances look a lot nicer than the appliances that I currently have in my apartment, which I'm really excited about. I really hope that my media console will fit on the wall that my TV is supposed to go on. It makes me nervous about that. But he did say, he was like, the unit that you picked is like one of my favorite units. And he was like, the people that will live below you are really, really nice. I'm looking forward to that. I can't believe I'm moving. I literally move every single year. Like since 2018, I have moved every single year and it's exhausting. Oh, I parked in USPS parking. Oops, I didn't mean to park in the non-parking spot. He like showed me around. He's like, this is where your entrance is, this is where this will be, this is where this will be. Downsizing obviously sucks, but I will be saving so much money that it's worth it. Since I'm already out, I'm like, I should just go to Trader Joe's. I'm already here in my car. I don't really know what groceries I'm going to get though, because I didn't like meal plan ahead of like what I want to make this week. So I guess I will decide while I'm there. I'm gonna go grocery shop because I need a bagel and I just need food for the week. So let's go to Trader Joe's. On today's episode of How Did Keegan Embarrass Herself? Go to Trader Joe's. I park in the spot where there's 2 open spots available. So I park in one of the open spots available. As I'm opening my car door, another car's like pulling in. I didn't see it. So the car almost hit my car door. And then me and like that person, I like mouthed like I'm so sorry to them. And like it was all good. Like we all laughed. It was fine. And then I get into the store to Trader Joe's. We run our carts into each other. And then as I'm getting out of the store, going into my car, like, you know, pulling out, they are getting into their car. So like we just keep running into each other. Anyways, my Trader Joe's haul. We have bagels. Last week, I was planning on doing this chicken recipe where you like bread the chicken in Frosted Flakes, but then I ate majority of the Frosted Flakes as cereal because I love Frosted Flakes, so I had to get more. I also got some bananas. All of their bananas, they were all yellow or like brown, like none of them were green. It was a game time decision of what kind of meals do I want to make this week, so I decided to make gyros. And so I got some pita bread. I used to make these around this time last year, like when I got home from Greece last summer. I was obsessed with gyros. So I got some stuff to make them. I got red onion to put in the gyros. I honestly don't do gyros an authentic traditional way in the slightest, but I got red onion to put on them. But then I also thought I could pickle the rest of the red onion because I love pickled red onions. And then I got these mini milk chocolate peanut butter cups because I'm really excited for this. I got a Ninja Creamy. That's what's supposed to come in the mail on Wednesday, and so I thought I could use these as like the mix-ins. I also got some pickles because I ran out of pickles. Ooh, I want to break that. I also got, this is the organic jalapeno limeade. I've heard this is like really good for margaritas, so I wanted to try that. I got more of the breaded chicken tenderloin breast. I got some tzatziki for the gyros, and then I'm gonna make chicken gyros. So I got this one has so much chicken juice in it, it's kind of gross, but I got chicken tenders. I feel like the chicken breasts have really been freaking me out, so I was like, okay, maybe we go back to chicken tenders. I also got these last week and I really liked them, the organic mini peanut butter sandwich crackers. They just bring me back to my childhood. I got some carrots because last week I got their new buttermilk ranch and I wanted to try it, but I didn't have anything to like dip it with, so I got some carrots. That's really all I got. I do have some chicken left over in the fridge from last week that I need to make with like the little cornflake stuff, so I didn't get too much stuff. Normally I get enough stuff for about like 3 separate like recipes per week, which equals about like 6+ meals. Since I didn't plan ahead, I don't really know and I don't really care. I feel like I've been like planning too much and then I've just been eating out, so like a lot of the food has been going to waste. Well, not to waste, but then I've like transferred over to the next week and then I'm like, oh, it's gonna go bad soon. So I've really been overthinking my meals recently. If I need to eat out this week or if I need to buy more food, I will. But this is a lot of chicken tenders, so I think I should be fine. The price of food has just gone up so much. Every time I buy groceries, it's just more and more money every week. I'm just not really a fan of that, obviously. I'm really excited for my new apartment. Like I said, I am kind of nervous about it being too small. I'd rather save like $350 a month and live somewhere that's a little bit smaller than be stressed about money every single month. I just feel like, I don't know if anybody else feels like this, or maybe it's just me. I feel like I've been like living a little outside of my means. I think I just need to scale it back. I think I talked about this earlier, how with the recession that's going on, TikTok rising, YouTube kind of falling because of TikTok and just everything, I make less money than I used to. The cost of everything is so much more expensive, so I just feel like I really need to prioritize saving money. I do say that as I bought the Ninja Creamy, but that was in my Amazon cart for weeks and I finally decided to buy it. I'm very confident that moving into an apartment that is more affordable and cheaper, I'll be able to save more money or even put that money towards more experiences or things like that is definitely worth it to me. Confident in my decision. It just sometimes sucks. It's stressing me out a little little bit, the benefits outweigh the stress, you know? Okay, put everything away. This thing right here is what I'm worried is going to be too big for the wall because there's a door right here. Like, it's not like a screen door like this. It's just one individual door that's like right next to this wall. So I'm afraid that this is gonna cover the entire door. I'm also worried that this is just too long for the wall. Now that I'm seeing it in person, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not as big as I thought it was, but I'm like just a little afraid that it's too big for that wall. I could have measured it, but I didn't bring a measuring tape. I just didn't think about that. But regardless, I'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna get back to doing some editing. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, big girl stuff happening right now. I'm about to send my signed lease agreement to the new apartment. Send. Oh, I just sent it. Okay, now I need to tell my apartment that I'm not gonna be living in here anymore. So let's do that. I'm like kind of sad to see this place go. I feel like so shaky. Wait, I need to like sign into the resident portal, lease options. Wait, how do I tell them I don't? Wait, I don't want to transfer. How do I tell them that I don't want to live here anymore? Did I not? Wait, what's going on? How do I tell them that I don't want to live here? Wait, give me a second. Okay, I'm a little panicked, especially considering that I just sent my signed lease. I'm like freaking out. So my apartment used to have a thing on the website where you can say like not renewing your lease, but that's no longer there. My 60-day notice is supposed to be this Friday, but that's not an option anymore. So I just like sent them an email, but I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what if I pass my 60-day notice and then I just signed a lease for the other place? My heart is like beating so fast. I feel like I just screwed up sending the signed lease before I didn't tell my apartment, but it was there before. My 60-day notice should be this Friday. I did the math like 50,000 times and they didn't send me if my rent was increasing or not until last night. What if I just messed up and now I basically have like 2 leases that I just signed? I don't know what I want to do. I'm overheating. I feel like I really just messed up. I'm like, what if I passed the 60-day notice by accident and I didn't realize it? Like I did my math wrong, or maybe it wasn't a 60-day notice. Triple, double, quadruple checked. Like it is a 60-day notice. 60 days before July 11th. When is 60 days before July 11th? May 12th. Yeah, and today's May 8th. I feel like I could throw up. I feel like I just like majorly messed up. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of freaking out right now. What if I just accidentally signed 2 leases? I can't afford that. It's gonna work out. It'll all be okay. I'm just thinking worst case scenario. Breathe, Keegan. Breathe. I can't breathe. I'm back from my hot girl walk. We're making dinner. I planned to make this recipe last week, but then I just never did. I just really haven't been in the mood to cook recently. I don't know what it is. Normally I love cooking. I get so excited for it, but recently I've just been feeling like it's so much work. Like it's just been exhausting me. I don't know if it's like the cleanup of it that is what's making me tired of it. This is getting old. I don't want to do this 3 times a day for the rest of my life. We are making a crispy hot honey chicken. This is a half-baked harvest recipe. I love her. I'm starting to get really hungry too. I like took a moment before I started cooking after my hot girl walk, and that was a big mistake because now I'm starving. I feel like that could also be a reason why I've been so tired of cooking recently, just because I've been so hungry and I'm like, I don't want to make anything. I just want it to be done. I need to preheat the oven. In my takeout era, it used to be in my little chef era, not so much anymore. I angled the camera lower so you guys can see what I'm doing. We are first making the little breading. I'm gonna half this recipe. I have the new box of cornflakes and the old box of cornflakes. So I'm gonna try to use up the old box first. Like I said, halving the recipe, so 3 cups of cornflakes. That is how much I left myself. I don't even think this is a full cup. Oh my, that's like just barely a cup. Like, look at that, just barely. Oh gosh, is this gonna get everywhere? I had to be strategic about that. Opening up the new cornflakes. So a little bit more than a cup is in that one. Oh gosh, this isn't even gonna fit everything in here. This isn't big enough. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna do 2 cups of cornflakes and just hope for the best. What else needs to be in this? Oh gosh, kind of a lot of stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, I was gonna go by measurements, but now we're just gonna do what can fit in here. I don't think that's ideal, but that's what we have to do. We have paprika. The one thing that sucks about this paprika is it never wants to come out of the little container. Even when I had it in the other container, it still didn't want to come out. And then we have garlic powder. Onion powder. I honestly really don't like onion powder. I don't know what it is about onion powder. I'm just not a fan. And then we're gonna add some Parmesan, if this will even close. It said grated Parmesan, but I have shredded Parmesan. I hope that works out. And then we're just gonna blend it. Oh, I need to get the little blender thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, in this bowl, I'm gonna do these crumbs. I might add more if need be. We'll see. And then in this bowl, I'm gonna do an egg. And then some of this Frank's wing sauce. It says 2 tablespoons. I don't know how much that is. I could have measured it, but I don't know what a visual measurement looks like. Should probably figure that out. Whisking it all together. This chicken breast does not smell good. I'm not gonna make it because I think it's too old because I got it last week. That makes me so mad. I do have chicken tenders that I got earlier this week. That's not ideal because I wanted to use those for another recipe, but I'm not gonna use bad chicken. I'm kind of annoyed with myself. I should have just used that chicken last week instead of just putting it off, but I did put it off. Okay, so we're gonna use chicken tenders, which I'm pretty sure is what the recipe actually called for. I'm mad at myself. I hate when I waste food. I have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper that has a tissue on it so the parchment paper will stay down. First, we're gonna go into the egg mixture, coat it both sides, and then we're gonna go into the cornflake mixture, coat it both sides, and then put it on the baking sheet. I guess I'll just have to buy more chicken later this week. What'd you get? I can't tell if this is 1 chicken tender or if it's 2 just stuck together. It was in fact 2 chicken tenders. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do. Well, should I do one more? I'll do one more. Just adding some extra coating to the tops of these. It says to drizzle with olive oil. I think I'm just gonna do a little spray. I have this coconut oil. And then you just throw this in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I just realized I was supposed to dredge the chicken twice, but I didn't do that, so. Don't be mad at me. This was supposed to have like a hot honey sauce that you're supposed to make on the stove. Didn't make it, didn't want to. This is just probably not gonna be enough food for me. I'm just in a mood, I guess. So we're gonna taste test the chicken. It just came out of the oven, so it might be a little too hot to eat. I mean, it's good. It'd probably be better with the hot honey sauce that's supposed to go on it, but that I just didn't wanna make. Time for the steamed broccoli. It's steamed broccoli, it's nothing special. If I dredge these twice and add the hot honey sauce, this would probably be pretty good. I don't even know what is going on today. I'm just not in the headspace to exist. Cheers. Okay, I have to admit that was actually really good. My final decision, the chicken is good. I would make it again. It was a little bit of work. I would make it again. Good morning. I have my dishwasher going if you can hear it. I woke up over an hour early today. I woke up at like 5:50 and I could just not fall back asleep. So I've been awake. It's 7:25. I've been awake for like almost 2 hours. I couldn't fall back asleep. I was so annoyed. Did not sleep well last night. I just kept like waking up and tossing and turning. I woke up like literally laying in a diagonal in my bed, and I'm normally someone that like curls like to the very edge of the bed and like majority of the bed is clear. Like I could sleep with a dog and be fine. Do you know how dogs like take a majority of the bed? I'd be fine because I sleep at the very edge of the bed. I just couldn't fall asleep. I'm wearing this new sports bra that I got. If you guys remember last week in last week's weekly vlog, I ordered this and it took 3 weeks to deliver because they just kept like losing the package. And then these leggings, I don't think they sell them anymore, but they're the Gymshark Whitney Simmons collab. I'm also like a little worried that I broke my toe. Then I keep telling myself that if I broke my toe, I probably couldn't walk, but like I can't bend it. It constantly hurts. I woke up and I was like, what did I do? I must have like hurt my toe in my sleep somehow. I don't know. I can't like really put pressure on it because it hurts. Like when I stand, I just kind of like don't put pressure on my toe. But if I broke my toe, I probably wouldn't be able to stand, right? That's what I keep telling myself. I always assume that I'm just broken or something like that, but I'm like, no, let's not be so dramatic. Pretty much every single day for the past 3-4 years, I've had this protein. No, this is not protein, whatever. This is pre-workout. My favorite one is the Breezeberry by Alani Nu. I just really like this. I do a little bit less than a full scoop. I just missed. Is that gross to like scoop it into from my counter? My counter's clean. Oh gosh. The life hack when you're scooping your pre-workout, just look where you're pouring it. Also, I do have like a trash can under here. Like I have one of those little trash cans that pull out. I'll always like do that and people are like, why are you just like throwing things on the floor? No, there's a trash can right there. I'm like scooping things into the trash can. I'm not scooping it onto the floor. Oh, I hate, yeah, so basically there is pre-workout everywhere all over my counter, not just like the liquid, or not just the powder, but also, oh, it's also all over my leg. Wait, let me show you guys what I did. It's everywhere. I'm gonna need to get a Clorox wipe because this is gonna get super sticky. I need to just get rid of the like shaker bottle because it happens every single time. And you would think that I would learn my lesson by now, but clearly not. I'm gonna just oh, I just got all over my floor. Fantastic. I'm just gonna rinse it off though, so it doesn't get my car all super sticky, even though it probably will. It's already a great morning. We're already off to a fantastic start. Just cleaning things up here. Don't mind me. back from the gym. I got home, I ate breakfast, I did a little body shower. I didn't shower my hair. And then I've been responding to some of your guys' comments. I made a couple TikToks. That's what we've been up to. Also, I've talked about this a little bit in the past. Very beginning of the year, like in January, like the first week of January, my gym caught on fire. Everyone was okay. No one was injured. It was like an electrical fire. They've had like one area of the gym like tarped off, and there's been like so much construction on it. The very beginning of the year, there was a lot of construction, and then it just kind of seemed like it stopped for a while, and now they're like doing it again. But today, all the people that were working had these like gas masks on, but nobody inside the gym did. Like nobody that wasn't working did. And I was like, should we also be wearing a gas mask? Like I get that they're closer to it, but like we're all in the same building, and if they have to cover their mouth, like shouldn't like the people in the gym also be covering our mouths? Like just, it smelled kind of weird. And then there was like a point in time at the very end, I like walked on the treadmill. Within like 1 second, my entire body started like shaking and like heating up, and everyone around me was like, did you just like feel that? Like the air feels different all of a sudden. And I was like, yeah, like that wasn't just me. I was like, that kind of is dangerous. Also, they like had the front door blocked off, so you had like walk all the way like around the building and like go in the back. But I don't know why, but was I inhaling gas this morning? Like I don't know. I'm sure I was fine. Like I'm sure if it was like actually a hazard, that like nobody would be allowed in the gym. But now I'm like overthinking it. I overthink everything. My mind needs to shut off. I really wish there was an off button on my brain. I really want to film a spring cleaning video. I've been wanting to film that video for like 3 weeks now, and I just keep putting it off, but I probably should. I have a little call in 30 minutes. Also, my apartment still hasn't responded to me about me not renewing my lease, which makes me just really worried. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet, so I'm gonna give them 24 hours, then I might email them again. I don't want to go down to them, to like the leasing office, because they kind of scare me. I don't know. I also just got an itinerary for a trip that I'm going on in 2 weeks. Oh, fun. Love this. So that is what I've been up to this morning, and possibly inhaling gas, but I'm sure I was fine. I'm sure I'm just being dramatic, as I do. I have incredible news. I'm putting my like dishes away from my dishwasher before my appointment, or my little call. I don't know why. Recently, I've just been feeling just so much anxiety. Anxiety to 100. I'm feeling like very shaky right now. Do you ever feel like weak? Like there's no like strength in your body? Like you're not planted to the ground. You're just like a shaky chihuahua. My heart has been like beating so much. My throat feels like it's twisted. My stomach is like in knots. I just feel constant anxiety. Someone just called me and it was great news, but why do I feel like I just got sent to the principal's office? Like that's the kind of anxiety that I'm in now. Like I feel like I could throw up. I just feel like constant anxiety these past couple days. I think that's also why I wasn't really in the mood to cook last night, just because I was feeling so anxious. I didn't really have an appetite, but I got a call and I never answer my phone. When somebody calls me, never answer. I let it go to voicemail. However, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna answer it. But I feel like answering a phone call is like a big step for me. It was my apartment complex, and I emailed them yesterday about moving out, and she was like, hey, we just have to like have you fill out like a form saying like you're moving out. And I was like, so I'm good to move out? And she's like, yeah, you just have to come downstairs and fill out this form. And I was like, okay, great. So after my little phone call today, I will go downstairs and fill it out. But I'm so happy that I can move out. Like I was really stressed. I was like, are they not gonna let me move out? But apparently it's just like a form that you have to fill out. So I'm gonna go downstairs in like an hour or so, fill it out. Thankfully I answered the phone. Like maybe I should start doing that more often. But I do hate when people are like, is this Keegan? And I'm like, yeah, who are you? Who is this? Who am I speaking to? Like, who are you? We are throwing this away. I'm loading my dishwasher, but we're gonna throw it away instead. Bye. I always feel bad throwing away things. I feel guilty. However, if it was gonna keep spilling every single time I used it, what's the point of using it, right? I don't know. One less shaker bottle for me, and that's okay. Oh, I almost just broke this glass plate. I'm really excited to move into my new apartment because there's like all new appliances, and I really hate my dishwasher because it doesn't actually like really clean my dishes very well. I'm very excited. I'm getting excited to move into a new place. I'm so excited for the moving vlogs. I cannot wait for moving vlogs, you guys. Those are my favorite types of videos to watch and to make, so I cannot wait to make my own again. The perks of moving 5 times in 5 years. Somebody commented on one of my videos and they were like, I've probably moved at least 50 times in my life. And I was like, I think I moved less than 10. I'm very curious to see how many places I live in as I get older. I think that's like the best part about making these videos is like I can look back on like very interesting parts of my life, like even like mundane things. Like I'm loading my dishwasher right now, but I'm like, that was a part of my life. I always play with these. I hate these drawstring things. I love these shorts. These are the Sunday shorts from Abercrombie. They are the best shorts. I like that they're like a little bit longer because I feel like a lot of comfy shorts like cut off right here, but these have like a longer inseam and they're really soft. They have pockets. I like this like big band. I just don't like the the drawstring because I don't know what to do with it. It's pointless. I wish it wasn't there. I'll link these shorts down below. This top, I will say, I got this when I was 17 years old, so I can't link it down below. I got this from Forever 21 for like $5, and it is my most worn thing in my closet. I wear it several times a week, every week. I'm surprised that it's still holding up. I will be genuinely very sad if I ever like rip this or something. I own two of these black shirts because I wear them so often. Just a fun fact, I need to close my cabinets. And this one. I've been getting better at it. We'll do that. Woo! I just had my meeting. Now I'm gonna go downstairs to my leasing office and sign that I'm not living here again. I'm nervous about it. I don't know why I'm nervous about it. I get nervous about everything. Oh, I thought there was a bug, but turns out it was just like one of the little seeds from my everything bagel. Okay, I've been a giant ball of anxiety this week. I hate it. I'm working on it though. Now we're gonna go downstairs to my leasing office. Obviously I'm not gonna bring you guys with me because I will still be living here for a little bit. I don't want people knowing where like I live. Sometimes people ask me like, Keegan, where do you live? Totally get why you're curious, but just for like my safety, I don't think you guys are gonna do anything about it, but I just think if the wrong person sees where I live, it's scary. It's a risk. It's a danger. So I like to protect myself. Also, I'm just standing here because I hear someone in the hallway and I just like want to wait them out until they get into their unit, and then I'm gonna go downstairs because I just don't feel like interacting with people, right? Well, I guess I am gonna have to interact with people when I go to the leasing office, but anyways. Back from the leasing office. Really weird. They do a move out inspection like a week after you give them notice, which doesn't really make any sense to me because you have to give your 60-day notice. So I'm still going to be living here for 2 months. And so I could damage this place within 2 months. However, I did schedule my like move out because again, it has to be a week after you give them notice. Friday for this Friday. So today's Tuesday. So I'm going to deep clean this place and make sure it looks as good as it's going to get. I needed to do a spring cleaning video anyways. And I felt like I needed some motivation, so I think this is finally my motivation. So I will be deep cleaning this place. I was gonna do it today, but part of me is like, should I do it Wednesday and Thursday so it will be closer? I think that might be the better move. So it will still be clean when they come and check it. I don't think I damaged this place. Like there's a dent in my fridge, but I'm pretty sure that was there before I moved in here. My dishwasher barely works, but like it didn't barely work before I moved in here. I'm just afraid they're gonna blame me for stuff. Also like my TV and like all of like my stuff is still gonna be hung when they come in here because I'm not gonna take my TV down if I'm still gonna be living here for 2 months. I don't get why they do the inspection. I don't get it. I'm like, do it like closer to before I move out. But I will be deep cleaning this place. That is finally the motivation that I needed. I wanted a spring clean and I just felt like I was like, I'm moving soon. Like what's the point? This is the point. So I don't get fined anything. But my leasing office is really nice. I did lie to them though. I told them that I was moving states because I didn't want to be like, it's too expensive. I didn't want to like hurt their feelings, even though I don't think it would hurt their feelings. Do people eat ranch with broccoli? I'm trying to think if that's something people do because I have that ranch from Trader Joe's that I got last week, the buttermilk ranch, and I really want to try it. But I don't know if ranch goes with broccoli. I have carrots. Should I try the carrots? This is it. This is the Trader Joe's buttermilk ranch dressing. I think it's new. I'm nervous. I hope it's good. Oh, it's a lot. I thought it was gonna be a lot thicker if I'm being honest. It's kind of runny almost. It's runny as regular ranch, and since it's buttermilk, I thought it'd be thicker. Okay. Shh, be quiet. Not your time. Interesting, interesting. I'm wondering if I didn't shake it enough because it's very runny. No, it's equally as runny. Okay, so maybe that's just the thickness. Oh. It's a no from me. Here's my thoughts. If I'm comparing this to Hidden Valley, we're gonna use that as a baseline because I feel like most people have tried Hidden Valley. It's a lot thinner than Hidden Valley. I thought that it'd be thick because it's buttermilk. It's very subtle. When I was eating that, I really, like I doused the carrot in ranch. I really tasted the majority of the carrot. I didn't really taste the ranch. There's a lot of like dill. Is there dill in this? I don't know why, but I feel like I tasted a lot of dill. It was very underwhelming. Like the flavor was not there. I have a little like broccoli all over my counter. I need to clean it up from when I was putting that in the fridge or in the microwave. This is the first thing that I poured. This is the second. So at first I was like, oh, maybe this is just like, do you see how that's really liquidy? See, it's very like liquidy. Do you see that? Like it's almost like water. Like it's just not sticking to the carrot. This is it on the carrot. Like you can see, like I'm trying my best. Scoop it. It's just not thick. It's not bad by any means. I was just expecting it to be one of those nice thick ranches that you get at like a restaurant that you dip your wings in. That's what I was expecting. Like, this is a lot more watery than I thought it was going to be. I think I like Hidden Valley Ranch more. I'm not obsessed with Hidden Valley either. Like, I'm not like a die-hard Hidden Valley girl. I couldn't really care less. But I do think that Hidden Valley is better than that. That's just my opinion. Curious if you guys have any good like thick ranches, because I love ranch. It's just, where do you buy a good ranch from? I wonder if this is gonna be soggy and not crispy because I heated it up in the microwave. I considered heating it up in the air fryer, but I don't really know how to heat things up in the air fryer. This could use another 30 seconds. I've been editing a video. If I'm being honest, my head has not been in the game today. I feel like everything that I'm doing today, it's a little like half-assed. Like, I'm not like doing anything well. I feel like I'm just having one of those weeks. But also, I signed up for this workout class. Yesterday, I was supposed to go to a workout class with some new friends. If you guys remember, in last week's weekly vlog, I met some friends at a workout class and we were like, we should go to more workout classes together. That'd be so fun. We were supposed to go to one on Monday, but then they didn't have like a free thing on Monday. So we're going next week. Every single time I sign up for a workout class, they call me like 1,000 times. I went to a Pilates class. They emailed me like 20 times in a week. They call me twice a day. I'm like, do I need to get a fake phone number to put for these places? Oh, also, I think I've mentioned this before. I got these little jars off of Amazon and I started putting Aquaphor in them, and I just have them sprinkled around my apartment. So wherever I am in my apartment, there's Aquaphor. I have like just one giant tub of Aquaphor instead of having to buy like a bunch of the little ones. And I also have these. This is kind of like a, here, I'll show you guys. Should I do a what's in my purse? Because I was gonna show you that I have one of these in my purse. I'll do a what's in my purse because I don't even know what's in my purse. Kind of excited about this. Do you guys remember when I'm texting my friend Audrey about Taylor Swift and I'm like laughing so hard? Do you guys remember when like what's my purse, what's in my backpack videos were so popular back in the day? Like, this is around the time like I started YouTube, like 2013, 2014, 2015. I miss those days. I'm gonna do what's in my purse. That was me trying to pose for the thumbnail. That was funny. So this is my purse. It's from Amazon. It actually holds so much. Like, it's a shoulder bag, but I feel like a lot of shoulder bags aren't as like vertically tall, if that makes any sense. So this one holds so much stuff. I always have my keys in here. I'll link this purse down below. I'll also link this like little mini wallet. So these are my keys. I also have an air tag on my keys because I lose my keys all the time. But this is like my wallet. My entire wallet is this little thing. I really like this. It's just nice having it all together. And then I have no idea what's in here, so let's find out. I should probably throw this away. I have this like liquid Crystal Light. I bought it 2 years ago. Bye. I also have a Crystal Light packet, which I bought 2 years ago, but like it's sealed. So I think like, I feel like the powder is not as gross as the liquid. But this essentially is if I'm like at a bar and they don't have any good drinks, I'll get like a vodka water and like put a Crystal Light in it so it tastes like lemonade. I honestly never do that. I probably should. I have a little Aquaphor. I have this little like ibuprofen thing. I get headaches a lot, so I just have this. One time I was at a wedding and the bride texted and she's like, does anyone have like ibuprofen? And I was like, me. So it comes in handy. I also have my AirPods, which all day today, they've been randomly connecting to my computer, which has been so annoying. I was in my like Zoom meeting earlier today and my AirPods randomly in the middle of the meeting just connected to my computer, and I was like, wait, I can't hear you. What's going on? I realized my AirPods connected. I was like, what is this? So this is what I was talking about. So I have one of the bigger of these jars and I have my moisturizer in this. So basically anytime that I sleep over at a friend's house, I just always have like a little mini skincare routine. Kind of a skincare routine in there. I think I just have makeup remover wipes and then this, but there's lots of times where like I'll be hanging out with friends, we'll be drinking, and like I do not feel comfortable driving and drinking. Nobody should. Do not drink and drive. That is not acceptable. So if I'm like somewhere where I can't Uber home, or I'm like, oh, I just drank too much, like I don't feel comfortable driving home, like I'd rather just like sleep here if that's all right. I always have a little moisturizer so I can moisturize my face. I'll show you guys what else I have. I have so much stuff in here. I have another Aquaphor. I have an Aquaphor in the stick version, which I don't like as much as like these Aquaphors. I also have a Rare Beauty lip gloss. This is in Nearly Rose. Had no idea that was in there. I have another Crystal Light packet. I have so many lip glosses. I have the Too Faced Lip Injections Maximum Plump. Had no idea that was in there. I've been looking for this for a while actually. I have a lollipop that I got at Trader Joe's. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in there. I could throw it away, but I'm not going to. And then I have a big scrunchie and a small scrunchie. I have my car keys. I have a tampon. I have my tampon in like the little pouch, and then there's a zipper pocket, and then in the zipper pocket, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. Look at all this stuff that I have in there. I have a small tampon. No way. I have 4 band-aids. Guys, oh, okay, this requires a little bit of a backstory. I have this in my purse. This is what have I showed you guys this before? This is what the back says. This is old. This is like years old. My junior or senior year of college old. I always forget that's in there. I kind of have it in there as a joke. I think my ex-boyfriend's best friend's dad gave this to me as a joke. Clearly, I've never used it. Probably not even good anymore, but I thought it was funny. I'm gonna put it back in my purse. And then, oh, I guess I have another moisturizer. So I have two things of moisturizers in here. I have a small one and a big one. This is a Cleef, which is my old acne medication. When I used to be on this, it didn't work for me. I'm gonna throw this away. And then I have two of these little Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. So let's say I'm at a friend's house, I can take my makeup off and then moisturize. That's really all I have. Obviously, I'm not gonna do my full skincare routine, but I have that. That's everything that's in my purse. I'm kind of shocked about all the stuff that's in here. I didn't even know. I'm like, how many Aquaphors do I have? Honestly, nice that I have so many Band-Aids. Okay, we're just throwing all this back in here. The condom is what shocks me the most, if I'm being honest. That's been on my purse for years. Oh, you know what also is really cute? On my car keys, I have this ring that I bought when I was in Greece. It has like those two little eyes. You know what I'm talking about? The little eyeballs Greece is known for. I have those on my keychain, so I'm like, maybe that's good luck. But that's what's in my purse. I have no idea if this is going to turn out or not, but I'm going to a few spin classes this week. On Wednesday, I'm going to a spin class for my friend. So it's her 100th spin ride at the spin studio. At the spin studio, it's like a big deal. It's kind of like a party almost, like they have balloons and it's like a big celebration. They kind of view it as like a way of like showing up for yourself and everything. So I'm going to the spin class. This sounds kind of culty, which like maybe it is. For these spin classes, like if you have your 100th ride, you'll have like your friends come and it's like a celebration. And so I'm going to get her these cookies that we really like from Whole Foods before, but I wanted to put like a little 100 on them. So I have this air dry clay from Crayola. Her and I actually did like this little DIY air dry clay project like a really long time ago, and I still had some left over. So I wanted to make a 100 out of this clay and then put it on the box of the cookies. I thought that could be cute, but if I'm being honest, I am now starting this and I'm like, oh, maybe this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, because I'm doing this again and I'm like, oh yeah, I am not a natural crafty person. Forgot about that one. So we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully it turns out cute, but I thought I should do this now because the class is on Wednesday, and this is like air dry clay, like I said. So it has to dry and like harden. So it needs a couple days, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna try to make a 100. And I'm making the one, which is literally just a rectangle, and that's already complicated. By no means is this perfect. I'm a little worried that number one, it's gonna stick to the parchment paper, and number two, I wanted to like tape these, like I was gonna bring tape and like put them on the cookie box. I'm a little worried that these are gonna be too big, but we will see. Regardless, I'm still gonna give them to her. She can throw them away, which is honestly what I expect her to do. Cause like, what is she gonna do with this? It just was mainly for decor. I thought it was like a cute little touch that it was like homemade, and also I made it from like the clay of like an activity that we did together. I'll show you guys. I made this little house when her and I were together. And you would think that making a house is so easy. No, it is not. This house was so complicated to make. It's not perfect. Oh, I have this jar where I will like put on a sticky note and like write fun things that I did, highlights of the year, and I have two things that I want to put in there. I went to a happy hour recently and I had a really great time. Like I met some new friends, so I wanted to put that in there. It's like a little memory. So at the end of the year, basically I want to go through that jar and be like, oh, look at, I'm dropping everything. I want to be like, oh, look how cute, like all these fun activities and things that I did over the year. It's kind of like a 2013 positivity jar, if you will. Going to a spin class. Like I said, I'm going to 3 this week, which is a lot more than normal. I'm wearing the same outfit that I wore to the gym this morning, which I'm trying to decide if that's gross or if that's efficient. I did sweat, but I didn't really sweat that much. I will say I literally smelled both of these things and I was like, okay, they're fine. But then I put a shirt on over it just for like getting there and coming home. And I'm like, is that gross that I'm wearing the same workout clothes? I'm wearing different underwear. I don't know if that's TMI, but I thought that was gross if I wore the same. I am wearing the same outfit, but I'm like, I wore it this morning. I don't want to get that much stuff dirty because it's just a lot of laundry. You don't realize that when you start going to the gym, your laundry, it doesn't even double. It feels like it triples. I'm wearing like 20 different outfits a day. That's an exaggeration. I'm wearing like 20 different sets of pajamas a day. Just got out of my spin class. It was so hot because the first half they didn't have the air on, so it was just dripping sweat. There was literally sweat dripping down my back, like into my butt crack. That may be like really TMI, but like that was the case. I was like eating my own sweat. Like it was just sweat everywhere. I always go to this place called the Madison. There's this instructor that I absolutely love, and it was so funny because last weekend was Cinco de Mayo. So on Cinco de Mayo, I was like at this bar and they had like tents up, so it was kind of like a standing situation. And I was talking to one of my friends, and then I saw him and I went up to him and I was like, oh my god, hi! He had no idea who I was. I don't know why, because I take his class all the time. I assumed he knew who I was, but he didn't. Anyways, I was like, I take your spin classes all the time. And he was like, oh my god, no way. And I was like, I'm friends with so-and-so. And he was like, oh, like, 'cause he knew my friend. It was so funny. And then I saw him today, obviously, because I just took his spin class, and he's like, you didn't tell me you make YouTube videos. And I was like, it didn't come up. I don't normally bring it up unless it comes up. I'm going to the same place tomorrow, and he's also going to be there. And then there was another girl who knows him that I was like talking to her for a while. Everyone, it's just so nice here. But I am starving. I was gonna make food at home. My favorite restaurant is on the way home. It's called Cafe Rio. It's not really a restaurant, it's just like there's a drive-thru, but I think I'm gonna get it, and I think I'm gonna eat it in my car because it's so good and I'm so hungry. It was just like the sweatiest workout class of my life. I burned 525 calories. I don't count calories, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm like, that's a lot. So I'm very excited to get some food. But I just thought it was funny that like he didn't recognize, well, not that he didn't recognize me, I don't blame him. A million people take his spin class. I like went up to him with my full chest as if him and I were like best friends and have known each other for years and years and years. And he was like, hi. Do you know when people pull that like, oh my god, hi, and you're like, you don't know who I am. I appreciate you faking it. I do that all the time though. He's a king. I love taking his spin classes. They were very, very sweaty. Highly recommend. Oh, I see him right now. My friend got him flowers because he's a teacher and it's teacher appreciation week, and I'm just seeing him like holding the bouquet of flowers. I'm staring. It's creepy. I should stop. Okay, I'm gonna go get food. Yay! I do pay for therapy because I go, but this is also therapy. I'm gonna open this for the vibes. The guy that like took my order and gave me my food was such a king. He was so nice. I got, ooh, everything's falling. I got sweet pork nachos. They didn't give me queso. I think I'm gonna go in. I don't want to do it. Can't have nachos without any queso. And I hate being that person that's like, oh, I didn't get this, but like it's nachos. It needs queso. But now I need to put the lid back on and I'm struggling. We're going back in. This is embarrassing. Ah! I really want to try the jalapeno limeade that I got. I should probably mix it. Looks like there's stuff like floating around. Is this gonna open? Oh, that smells incredible. I think I'm gonna make a margarita. Do I need a margarita at 7:55 p.m. on a Tuesday? Honestly, yeah. Just saying, I'm not a bartender by any means, so I don't even know what I'm doing. So basically what I'm saying is be gentle. Okay, I have this little shaker. I'll link this shaker set down below. It's like a whole bar cart set. It's incredible. Added ice to this. One time I forgot to add ice and everyone's like, you forgot ice! And I almost just tripped on an ice cube. So in this, I'm gonna do equal parts tequila, my favorite. You guys actually recommended this tequila to me, and it is my favorite tequila by far. And it's really affordable in terms of tequila, I feel like. So we're gonna do equal parts. So I'm just doing a full shot glass of Espolòn. I feel like I always butcher these pronunciations, and I try so hard. I just feel like I suck. And then I'm also gonna do triple sec, a shot of that. I don't really know what triple sec does, if I'm being honest. I just know that it's in a margarita. I know it's like orange flavor, but I don't really taste it in a margarita. But it's in every recipe, so I'm sure it does something. Okay, I'm not sure if I should add the limeade in this or like top it off. I think I'm gonna add it in this. I'll top it off if I need more. And then we shake, 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 shake. Kind of like how I shake my protein shakes, except for this is more fun because there's alcohol in this. I have these glasses. I always get asked where I got them from. It says I'm on a tequila diet. I'm on no diet. Not even a tequila diet. I got these from Total Wine. Almost a year ago today. Cheers. I hope this is good. I don't dislike it, but I don't know if I love it. For the first time in my entire life. And this is ironic that I'm tasting this because I was just talking about this. I finally taste the orange in this. I don't know. I feel like that, I'm gonna top this off with a little bit more of that. I feel like it's not very strong. And when I say strong, like the flavor of this is not very strong. I mean, I'm gonna drink it regardless. That's better. I actually like it now. Yeah, that's my consensus. It's definitely like lighter. I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like some margaritas, like not necessarily saying they're thick, but they're just heavier. And this just feels like thin and light. Like it's very refreshing. It's not as heavy as a drink as some margaritas I've tried. I do like it. I'd make it again. I probably will. Good morning, friends. Woo! Happy Wednesday. So I just got off a little Zoom call with my management company. We have like a bi-weekly call, just like check in, make sure everything's good. The funniest thing ever. So my manager, Katie, I've known her since I was 18. I love her. She's been a huge supporter of me, like even when we didn't work together. We get in the call and she's like, by any chance, do you know who Cam Johnson is? And I was like, do I know who Cam Johnson is? Cam Johnson is like my one and only celebrity crush. I also really stand for Harry Styles. I think he's really hot, but like for some reason, Cam Johnson, if you don't know who Cam Johnson is, I don't blame you if you're not like a follower. I'm not even a follower of sports. He used to play for the Suns. Now he got transferred and moved to the Nets, but he's a not a football player. Oh my God. He's a basketball player. I don't know too much about basketball, but he does play basketball, and he used to play for the Suns, which is Arizona's team. I think he is so hot. Like I'm in love with him, and he does like so much charity work. Like he just seems like a great guy all around. And so when she said his name, I was like, I'm in love with him. He is the only sports athlete that I follow. I don't follow anyone else. And she was like, oh, well, this weekend I met him. And I was like, no, you didn't. And she was like, yeah, on Friday I was at this bar and he was there. And I was like, on Friday I was at that bar. And apparently when I got there, he had already left after I got there. So that is so disappointing. I could have met my celebrity crush. She showed me a photo and he was just like towering over her, because obviously like basketball players are super tall. But I was just like, you're kidding me. The love of my life. Just kidding. My one and only celebrity crush was in the same city at the same bar. When he got transferred to Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets, I was so disappointed, because I was like, okay, my little fantasy of me somehow running into him and like making him fall in love with me is out the window now. I was so sad. I was like, I could have met him. I can't believe she met him. I'm so jealous. I was like, I was at that bar. It was disappointing, but it's fine. All good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. But that's just how my morning started off. And then my friend texted me. I'm putting chapstick on for my little thingies. And she was like, hey, I know you're super busy, but like I'm going on like a walk during my lunch break. Would you want to join me? And I was like, absolutely. I love that like I'm able to like make my own hours and work for myself. So if I want to take an hour out of the day during lunchtime to like go on a walk with my friend, I can. Like I think that's just incredible and amazing. And I'm so happy she said that. We were gonna go to a spin class tonight. I was talking about how I'm going to 3 spin classes this week, but she had to cancel because she realized that she had something going on tonight. And I was like, I don't really want to go alone. So I also canceled. But we're gonna go on a walk, so we're gonna see each other regardless. But that is my update for right now. I kind of want to shower because I worked out this morning and I feel like there's like dried sweat on me. Like, do you ever just like feel sticky from your sweat? I also need to. Today's the day that I need to clean my kitchen in my apartment. I'm gonna do that. I also want to go on a little Costco run later today because there's some stuff that I needed to get. And so basically I just made a list. I go to Costco like twice a year. Honestly, I have my mom's like old Costco card and it still works. But I just made like a list of like a bunch of things that I'm like, okay, I could really stock up. Like I need more Tide Pods. I need more like dish soap and dishwasher pods. I want to get some protein shakes that I can put in my Ninja Creamy that's supposed to be delivered today. So there's a bunch of stuff that I want to go. So I think after I go on my walk with my friend, I'm gonna go to Costco and then we will get back to it. Get back to our cleaning. I need to leave soon. My camera will not like, okay, anyways. I need to leave soon really quickly. This is my new favorite sunscreen. It's the mineral sunscreen from Sunbum. SPF 30. It's a different texture than most sunscreens. Like it's very not slippery. It's like almost like silicone-y. I don't know, but so far I have found this to be one of the only sunscreens that doesn't break me out. I break out really easily from sunscreen. Like sunscreen is the #1 thing that causes breakouts for me. And ever since I've been using this, I've noticed that I haven't been breaking out as much. So that's my new favorite sunscreen. I'll link it down below. Sunbum has like 1,000 different types of sunscreens, but I really like that one. But yeah, seriously, most sunscreens that I wear, my skin is like, no, no, no. And I'm like, okay, but we need to protect you somehow. I need to put my shoes on. I need to put deodorant on. I'm wearing just some biker shorts. I think these are my Lululemon ones. And then I have this little sports bra on underneath it. And then I'm wearing my merch. So funny also, I was wearing this earlier today in my call with my managers. And she was like, I noticed you're wearing your merch. She's like, my mom bought your merch and she bought it for all of her friends because on the back it says, I think of you when I watch the sunset. And she was saying, my mom had to explain to her friend, like, because there's just like a little logo right there. I wanted it to like have something of me that like if people knew me, like if you were wearing my merch and somebody else who followed me, like they would notice it. But it also, the main focus was like the back. Like I wanted it to look like you could buy it in a store. And so she was saying that she had to like, her mom had to like explain to her friends like, oh, this is like one of like the people she manages, but like look how cute the back is. And I was like, that is so nice. She bought my merch for all of her friends because apparently apparently they watch the sunset together. That was like the #1 thing when I was making merch. I was like, I want it to feel like it could exist beyond me. Like I didn't want it to feel like YouTuber merch. I just wanted it to feel like a cute shirt or a cute crew neck. I'm putting my shoes on right now, and then I need to fill up my water, and then we're gonna go. Can you even see me? Probably like 2 minutes late, but that's okay. Honestly, I'm someone that gets stressed even if I am 2 minutes late. Like I want to be 15 minutes early to everything. And I feel like recently I've just been late to so many things, and it stresses me out. Like being on time is like one of the biggest stressors for me, and I have no idea why. I'm like, what is this? I also need to fill up my water. That's gonna take, anyways, I need to get over it. Shoes are on, I'm gonna fill up my water, and then we're gonna go. Somebody is trying to hack my Venmo. For the past couple weeks, I'll wake up and at 3 a.m. I get an email notification from that Venmo that's like, oh, did you try to log in? And it wasn't me, and it keeps saying like, oh, you should change your password. But then I'm like, oh, I'll get around to it. And it keeps happening over and over and over. But then when I was on my walk, somebody called me. I don't ever answer the phone if it's from someone I don't know, so I just like let it ring. Immediately after, called me again. Immediately after again, called me. It was just like back-to-back call. So I finally answered it, and it was like, hello, this is an automated message from Venmo. Did you try logging in? If this was not you, press 1. And so I pressed 1, and then I was like, oh my god, this is totally a scam. So I hung up on it, and it called me again. It called me again. It called me again. It called me again. It called me on like a bunch of different phone numbers too. It called me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. All different phone numbers too. Oh no, 11. It was really annoying. I couldn't block the phone number because it was a different phone number every time. I need to go like change my Venmo password, but I always get like paranoid about changing my Venmo password. So I'm like, what if I'm actually doing exactly what they want me to do? I don't know. And Venmo doesn't have 2-factor authentication or whatever. I'm gonna go to Costco, which I'm very excited about. It's kind of far from here. I have some stuff that I need to get. I want to do like a clean with me video, and there's some supplies that I need to get. I should get a Costco hot dog because I love a Costco hot dog while I'm there. I'm pretty hungry right now after like going on a walk. I'm afraid that I'm like sweating through my shirt, but I think I should be fine. But yeah, off to Costco, and then I'm gonna change my Venmo password. Whoever's trying to hack me, stuff it. You guys, I love Costco. I need to come here more often. I think it's good that I came on a Wednesday because it's probably so packed on the weekend. But I love this place. They have so much stuff. Everything is so cheap because it's all, well, it's expensive, but it's a lot of stuff, so it makes it cheaper. They have like these little fun gadgets. I feel like I'm in like 20 different stores at once, and then I get like little snacks. Like I've been to Costco a million times. It's not like this is my first time at Costco, but I haven't been in a while. I forgot how much I like this place. It's just fun. I think it's, again, mostly fun because it's not on the weekends. It's probably so packed. I also got a hot dog and some ice cream. I'll do a haul when I get home, but God, I love this place. The samples are really what like sell it for me, you know? Ice cream on my chin. Okay, time to go home. I wish the Costco was closer to me. I'd be here all the time. Time for a Costco haul. I also did buy toilet paper, but that's still in my car, so I didn't feel like coming back up to my apartment for a third trip. First thing I got, I'm so excited for this, I got a rotisserie chicken. I love a rotisserie chicken. Fun fact, Costco actually loses money on their rotisserie chickens because they sell it for less than it costs to make it, but they said that they believe that this is what a rotisserie chicken should cost. So that's how much they charge for it. Since that chicken went bad, I thought this could be chicken I eat for the rest of the week. And I have like a bunch of stuff that I can make salads or things like that with it. I also got these Fairlife protein shakes. I got the Ninja Creamy, like I said, it's supposed to come today. So I've seen people put these protein shakes in it, which I'm really excited to try. Is it weird anybody else out? I'm like, why does this not have to be refrigerated? Should this not be refrigerated? What's in it that makes it not have to be refrigerated? I also got some stuff over here. I actually didn't get every single thing that I needed, so I still have to go to the grocery store because they didn't have everything. I got these little mini cookies. I thought I could put these in the Ninja Creamy, make like a cookie ice cream, but I also love these little mini cookies. I also got this for the Ninja Creamy. This is PB Fit. I see everybody talking about this. It's like a protein peanut butter that you mix with water or something like that, and then it turns into a peanut butter. I got more of these little Dawn Power Washes because I was almost out, and then I got some more Tide Pods. That is my haul, but I do need to go to the other store to get sponges. I just don't want to do it right now. First thing we're getting are these sugar-free gel. I hope this is what I'm supposed to get. That's for the Ninja Creamy. I hope that's what I was supposed to get because I think that's supposed to like thicken up the ice cream to make it more ice cream-like. I hope that was it. I'm nervous it's not. I feel like every time I'm in a grocery store, I get super lightheaded. Like I just don't feel like a functioning person right now. I'm like, what is going on? This happens all the time. I found the scrub, mommy. I'm gonna get a yellow one and a pink one. I wanted a new dish brush, but I don't want one of these because I got the little Dawn Power Wash, and the only other one they have is this one, which, I mean, this one looks damaged, but these just don't look as nice, so I might buy some on Amazon instead because I just don't want to spend more money if I'm not going to use this part. This is the best day of my entire life. My Ninja Creamy is here! Okay, so I've been talking about this Ninja Creamy this entire video, and if you don't know what a Ninja Creamy is, you're probably like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It is essentially an ice cream maker. So you can freeze anything, and then you put it into this type of blender and it turns it into like soft serve ice cream, a sorbet. It can turn it into like anything almost. It's been all over my TikTok For You page. And it is different than a blender. It's not the same as a blender. Also, the blender that I have sucks. And I just still have not bought a new, what am I stepping on? I still haven't bought a new blender, but I'm so excited for my Ninja Creamy. If you guys don't know, ice cream is one of my favorite foods in the entire world. And I just got the notification that my Ninja Creamy is here. I'm so excited. I love ice cream. You can turn protein shakes into ice cream, things like that. So it can be like a healthier option. You can get the protein intake that you want a day, but it's ice cream. I'm so excited. So that's why I've been buying all this stuff all week for this thing. Oh, and so, it comes with a recipe book. 30 delicious recipes. This has been all over TikTok, if I'm being honest. So they only had the blue or the red one, so I got the blue one because I thought the blue one was prettier. They didn't have like the white or the silver or the black left, which I would have preferred, but I'm so excited for this, I don't even care. This was in my Amazon cart for weeks, and I finally was like, you know what? It's been weeks. I still think about it on a daily basis. If I use it very consistently, a lot, it'll be worth it. And then I also thought if I don't like it, I can return it, which I really hope I will like it. I'm so excited. It's so exciting. I don't know any other words other than excited. I don't know how to unlock this. I just locked it by accident, but now I'm like, it won't, oh, okay. Okay, slay. That's not as satisfying as I hoped it was going to be. I tried. Okay, this is the paddle installation. I really should read the directions and not just like wing it like I normally do. If I'm being honest, I don't understand the directions. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't get the directions. Oh, maybe. Okay, so as it turns out, which this should be pretty obvious, the blade is sharp. I should probably watch a YouTube video on this. But you put all of your liquid stuff in here, freeze it overnight, which is the annoying thing. You have to like wait 24 hours or even 12 hours to do this. I should probably clean this. Do you ever like smell something and you're like, does it smell like plastic? So I can't eat ice cream tonight, but that's okay. So I can have it tomorrow. It comes with 2 of the pints. This is so exciting. This is what it looks like. So there's like an ice cream, a sorbet, a light ice cream, which in my understanding is like soft serve, smoothie bowl, gelato, milkshake, and then mix in like if you want to add Oreos, chocolate peanut butter cups, stuff like that. This is her. Woo! I want to do a little hair mask. My hair's just been feeling really dry recently, and I wanted to like really shower tonight, like shave my whole body, exfoliate, do the shower. We all know the shower. So I thought I could do a little hair mask and like let it sit in my hair for a while before I eventually shower tonight. I also got this new brush. It's from the brand Act Acre. I think this is the brand. I really like this brush so much more than like every other brush that I've ever had. I normally use the wet brush, which I do still really like this, but I like this one so much more. It like feels like you're massaging your scalp every time you brush your hair, and it just like gets out the tangles so much easier. There's a lot of my gross hair in it. Sorry about that, but ooh, you know what? Actually, pause. I was going to do an Olaplex treatment because I have a lot of that left, but I remembered that I have a bunch of stuff from this brand. It was like all in my closet. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm gonna try the cold press scalp renew and then the restorative hair mask. Oh wait, this is for wet cleansed hair. My hair is not cleansed. Okay, these are supposed to be post-wash, but I haven't washed my hair yet. Pre-wash. Okay, so I guess most of these are meant for after you wash your hair, which I have not done. I'm gonna do the scalp renew and then I'm gonna do an Olaplex treatment, and then I'll try these other ones a different time. One thing that I absolutely hate though is my bathroom is 1,000,000 degrees. I'm gonna go into my bedroom and do this, and we're gonna bring all of my Olaplex products. Also, my lips look really red. I look like Miranda Sings. I put on this lip tint, or what are these called? The lip oils. This is Enjoy from Rare Beauty, and I like blotted it off. I just wanted to see if it looked pretty. And then this is like the color that it left over. Looks a little jarring considering I have no makeup on. We're gonna first start off with Cold Press Scalp Renew from Act and Acre. I don't know how to pronounce it. Act plus Acre. I've never been good at anything. This has salicylic acid, which reduces buildup. By the way, this was sent in PR, but like there was no post, like I'm not posting this for a sponsorship or anything like that. They don't even know I'm posting this. One thing I am gonna be doing is turning my fan on. Woo! There's a few things about this apartment that annoy me that I'm like very excited to move, and I hope that it won't be as annoying. Like my fan, if it's on for more than 10 minutes, it makes this like clicking sound. It's like click, 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 and it just like, it gets annoying after a while. It's like someone tapping their foot. This moisturizes and protects the scalp, reduces buildup, and then relieves and soothes dry, itchy scalp. Oh, it's like a tube. It kind of reminds me of, what's that one acne medication that everyone's on? Tretinoin. I used to be on tretinoin. It didn't work for me. What is this? It also came with this like metal thingy. How do I apply this though? So you're supposed to apply a generous amount. Oh, it's coming out already. Oh my gosh, it's already coming out. It's like coming out so fast. But apparently you're supposed to use this nozzle and have it like applied to your scalp. And then you kind of like put it into your scalp and then you rub it in. I'm assuming almost like dry shampoo. Okay, so this nozzle does not work. So it's supposed to like go all the way through, but it's in fact just not doing that. I feel like I just wasted a bunch of product like in this little, oh my god, now it's just like, it won't stop coming out. I'm just gonna do a bunch and then put the lid on because it's just like never ending coming out. It smells like tea tree oil. It smells like pepperminty. So this was supposed to have like, I think it was supposed to go through this, but it didn't, and so now a bunch of product is stuck in here. Apply it to my scalp and then rub it in. I feel like most of it is not getting into my scalp, but like on the top of my hair, which is my fault probably. I'm trying to get all this stuff out. Okay, most of it did come out. I also really want to do like the bottom of my scalp. Does anyone else feel like the bottom of their hair is like the grossest? It won't stop coming out. It just comes out so fast. Oh my god, it's like never ending. It smells incredible though. I'll give them that. And then you just rub it into your scalp, and it says to sit for like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm probably gonna have it sit for a little bit longer because I'm also gonna do a leave-in treatment and I want that to sit longer. My window's open, so if anybody sees me doing this, they're probably like, what is going on here? I used a lot. Do you see that? I don't know if I did it right. I hope I did. I look insane. Okay, so we're gonna be done with this. I'm very curious if my scalp will feel like refreshed or anything. Now I'm gonna use Olaplex number 0. So I'm gonna apply this first and then this. These two kind of go together. Spray my hair with this and dampen it. If the spray will work. The spray kind of comes out like not like a mist, but like a squirt bottle. I missed. It went somewhere. It's just like drenching me. Yeah, it's just like a straight stream. Okay, that kind of got all over my shirt. I'm gonna brush out my hair, kind of distribute like the number 0, so it just kind of like gets my entire head drenched. My hair is not like soaking wet, but I guess it doesn't need to be. And then we're gonna apply number 3. What do you guys think of Olaplex? I know some people like love Olaplex, some people hate it. I have it, so I'm gonna use it. I feel like indifferent about it. My hair feels like softer after I'm done using it, but I do think it is expensive. Applying this all over our hair. Gonna add a little bit extras towards the ends because that's a little extra by accident. Oops. The ends are where my hair feels the most dry. I feel like my hair is getting to a point where I need to get it dyed because my hair has grown out this much. So like I feel like the roots of my money piece, if you don't know what a money piece is, it's like these like front pieces of your hair. They're like extra blonde and like you can really see the regrowth. I like the way my hair looks other than the fact that it's like grown out, but it's very expensive to get your hair done. It's like $300 to get your hair done around here. Or else I'm really picky, so I'd rather pay more and get exactly what I know I want. I'm trying to decide if I want to get it done. If I do, I'll probably go blonder. But I'm just trying to decide if I want to get it dyed or not, if I just want to pay for it, or if I want to just keep having my hair grow out. I'm adding more Olaplex to my roots. This is what I look like. Once this dries down completely, I heard that's when it stops working, when like there's no more nourishing. So I'm gonna wash my hands and we're just gonna let this sit in my hair for a while. I just filled up the Ninja Creamy like little pints and put them in the freezer. I filmed that for TikTok. Sometimes it's hard to figure out like what I want to film for what platform. I feel like majority of the things I film for YouTube, but like every once in a while I'm like, okay, let's spice it up a little bit. I think the last thing that I talked to you guys about was me doing my hair. Maybe I was gonna shower tonight. I decided I'm not gonna do that. It's completely dried and crusted in my hair, but I'm gonna work out in the morning, so I'm like, what's the point? I have been feeling so burnt out. I feel like even earlier in the vlog I was talking about how I just like no longer am excited to cook anymore. Like it just feels like too much work. Showering feels like too much work. The work that I do, I love editing videos. It's like my favorite thing ever, but it has just been feeling exhausting. And I feel like this week I've been like the least productive I've ever been, but I still feel so exhausted. I just feel like so burnt out, and I don't know what I need to like recharge my battery, because over the weekend, like on Saturday over the weekend, I did absolutely nothing, but that didn't make me feel refreshed, recharged. I've heard there's like different ways of like recharging after a burnout. Sometimes you need to do absolutely nothing, but sometimes that's not like the cure for your burnout. I just don't know what it is. I just feel like everything is exhausting. I honestly would rather do work stuff though than do like personal care stuff. Like I don't want to clean up after myself. I don't want to do the dishes. I don't want to cook in dirty pans. I don't want to shower. I mean, obviously I shower every day. I haven't shaved my legs in a really long time because it feels exhausting. I don't know what's going on with me. It's so frustrating when you're burnt out but you don't want to be, so then you're extra hard on yourself, but sometimes being hard on yourself just only makes it worse. I feel like I haven't been burnt out like this in a while. Like I feel like I went through phases a while ago where I was feeling super burnt out, but right now I just don't know what's going on, and it's just so frustrating. I hate feeling like this, and I hate being like, I know that I could just do stuff and change it, but I just feel so tired and exhausted that I'm like, I just don't know even if I could. It's just so tiring. I don't really know what I need to recharge. I was talking about how earlier in this vlog I was just having so much anxiety this week that maybe that's what's been like burning me out, is like my emotions are just all over the place and my anxiety is so heightened that it just makes my body feel exhausted and like worn out, that even like the little things just feel like such a big task because my anxiety's all over the place. Maybe that's it. I feel like I'm always just trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I'm like, what is wrong with me today? I also don't know if it's being post-grad because I graduated like a year ago around this time, so like summer would start for me. Even though I've done YouTube my whole life, so even like summer, it's never, oh, I don't have to work. It's like, oh, I don't have to do schoolwork. So maybe my body's just used to being burnt out during this time of the year. It's just kind of like in that school cycle of like, oh, it's near the end of school. And so maybe my body's just like mimicking that from, you know, the past years, but I just don't know what's going on. And I'm just so tired and exhausted and just unmotivated to do anything. Also, I don't know why I'm standing like this, like, I'm not standing, I'm sitting. Regardless, I just feel so drained of everything. It's really exhausting. Hello everybody, happy Thursday. It's actually almost 3 p.m. right now, so I spent the morning cleaning my kitchen. I filmed like a spring clean video and I am like dripping in sweat from cleaning my kitchen. I still have to like scrub my oven. That's the only thing that I have left to do, but I've been cleaning all day. It's like a full body workout. I should have worn my Apple Watch and like tracked it because cleaning is exhausting, especially when you're scrubbing things. Like that's a full body workout. So I've done that. Now I'm just importing the footage because it's a spring clean video. That's why it's not included in this one. Does anyone else feel like even when they clean, like it's just not perfectly clean? In order to clean, you have to get stuff dirty and messy. It just drives me insane. Cleans my kitchen. I'm really worried that I scratched my stovetop. Oh, did I accidentally do that? Why not get my security deposit back? We will see. But I'm just importing some footage so I can edit that video. Okay, so I've been working for a little bit. I feel like I really haven't gotten that much done this week, as much as I need to, because I've been so burnt out that it just takes me forever to do anything. But walking over, don't want to show you my feet. I need to find an outfit to wear to spin. I think I'm gonna wear this one because, like I was talking about earlier, today is my friend's 100th spin ride, and it's like a pretty big deal. The spin studio that we go to, we have like a big celebration. I think I said this before, and I'm gonna go get her like a little thing of flowers and cookies and stuff like that. But I asked her what her favorite color was today because I want to like get flowers of her favorite color, and she said pink and purple are her favorite colors. So my purple leggings are dirty, so I'm gonna wear my pink ones because she said it's her favorite color. I'm thinking a little too much into it, but it's the little things, even if she doesn't notice, which I doubt she will, but it's her day. I'm gonna wear her favorite color. I really want to go kind of like all out for her. This friend, her name is Desiree. She has been truly one of the best friends that I've ever had in my entire life. She is just the most thoughtful, caring person. I'm like getting the chills thinking about her. Like her friendship means so much to me. If you've never gone to a spin studio or like seen anything like this, you're probably like, I don't get why it's such a big deal. It is a big deal. It's a celebration. It's something like, oh, I committed to doing this 100 times. It's kind of like a celebration of like, you did that for yourself. Let's celebrate you kind of thing. So it's a big deal. I want to go like all out for her and like I said, get her flowers. A couple weeks ago, almost a month ago, we went to Whole Foods and we tried these cookies that Whole Foods has. It's like their brown butter cookies and they were so good. So I'm gonna get her those, and then I brought glue and I'm gonna glue on the 100 that I made out of clay onto the box of cookies. She's just such a good friend. Truly one of the most amazing friends I've ever had in my entire life, that if I have a chance to like celebrate her and go all out, like I want to take the opportunity to do it. She's done the exact same thing for me. Like she made my birthday so special. Like I don't think I'll ever be able to ever come close to like topping what she did for my birthday. Not that I'm trying, but if I can celebrate her in any possible way and make her feel special and loved, I want to do it. I'm gonna leave pretty early so I can go to Whole Foods and get those cookies. Oh, also I have some Amazon returns. So there's an Amazon return center at Whole Foods. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I can just like double up on this. It's also graduation week, and the spin studio that we're going to is in Tempe, which is my college town. So ASU, which is where I went to college, if you don't know, is having like a bunch of graduation stuff. So I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of traffic and people will be in town. So I want to get there early to go to Whole Foods, do the returns, items, buy the cookies, glue them on. I also want to buy her flowers and then also make it in time for the spin class. So we have a lot to do today. Gonna be busy. It's 3:40 right now and the class doesn't start till 5. I like to get there like 15 minutes early, so I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna go. I know that I'm like really ahead, like time-wise, like maybe I'm allotting too much time for this, but I'd rather be early than late, especially when it's celebrating your, oh, I just hit my chin. Especially when it's celebrating your friend. Celebrating your friend? Yeah, let's celebrate everyone. Hello. I'm outside of Whole Foods. I'm in the parking garage right now. I need to pull up like my Amazon returns to get the little QR code for them to scan it. I'm worried that the flowers, they won't have many because it's graduation week. I would prefer Trader Joe's flowers because they're cheaper and they're like also so cute every time. But I'm at Whole Foods. I'm returning the leggings and the sports bra. Return. I've been listening to the Lover album by Taylor Swift recently. I've been so obsessed with it. I go through like phases of which album I like the most from her, and I think right now Lover, well, I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite album. It was for a while. If you guys don't care about Taylor Swift, you're probably like, shut up. I think my favorite Taylor Swift albums are Reputation and Speak Now. Speak Now was my favorite for god years, like probably up until quarantine, and then Lover became my favorite, and then Reputation became my favorite after that. So I think right now Speak Now and Lover are like tied. Both of those have songs on those that are so good, but I will say I cannot pick up like a #1 favorite. If someone's like, what's your favorite song, I'm like, I couldn't tell you. It's too hard. Changes on the day. My favorite album also changes on the day. Also, I turned my car off. I don't know why, and I'm sweating. Dumb decision. But I'm getting my QR codes ready so I can return these, and then we're gonna go pick out some flowers. I hope they have cookies. I'm also like a little nervous that I'm like being too extra for this, showing up with like flowers and cookies. I'm like, is that too much? But also, when it's your friends, there's no such thing as too much. Right? I'm leaning towards these ones. The other ones kind of look dead, but they're very thin. Like there's not that many of them, which makes me nervous. Yeah, that's a no. There's like none of these in here. I need something thicker. These are also super thin, but they're better. And like, you just don't have that many like pink options here. Like they have a lot of like graduation stuff. I think these are probably my best bet, even though they're not very thick. These are the best cookies in the entire world. No one can tell me anything different. I'm just debating if I want to get her this or these. I'm thinking this one because I have the 100 and this will be easier to put on it, you know? I also feel like if like we could share with like the other people in the spin class, I think that's the move, and I think this one looks the best. I rarely ever like shop at Whole Foods. There's not one close to me and it's kind of expensive, but every single time I come here, there's always the same cashier, and this man is so hot. He is like a 10 out of 10. There's not many people that I'm like, there's a vibe, but with me and him, there's a vibe. But part of me is like, is he like this with everybody? Like, am I just not special? But he is so hot, and we always just kind of like, it's in the eyes. These are the cookies that I got these, I think I said this, but I got these ones because like if we wanted to share them with other people in the spin class, and then also there's more surface area on here for me to put the 100. I showed earlier in the vlog that I made the 100. I used like the clay. One of my favorite memories of me and my friend together is we made that little clay house that I made. She made like little animals, and so I'm gonna glue these. Oh my god, they fit perfectly. I'm gonna glue these on here. I brought this glue, E6000. I really hope that it works out. I'm just sitting here in my car using like an extreme super glue onto cookies. You can't really see it either. I'm afraid that there's not enough glue in here. We'll just hope for the best. This is not a good angle. I wish there was like a better way of you guys being able to like see what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to glue this on here. I don't know where I put the cap. Okay, I don't want to like press this too hard, but it also needs to stay. I'm gonna press these down. This has 20 minutes to dry before I have to like walk in and give this to her. So I hope it does. I don't know if it glued on enough. I don't know if it's flat enough. So this is what I got her. So little 100, the cookies, and then pink flowers. These are kind of like pinkish purple flowers. They're tulips. And I think they're like nice because I was afraid it was gonna be like too much coming with giant flowers. They're more minimal, but they're still flowers. They didn't have anything better than this. Yeah. I do wonder what the hot cashier was thinking. You know, when you see people get like cookies and flowers, you're like, oh, who's that for? I'm sure he assumed it was like a graduation, but he didn't ask. I was kind of hoping he would. I will say, when I see really hot people, I can't like make eye contact with them because I get too nervous. Like I get red. So I just kind of like stared at the little card reader. But when him and I looked at each other, we both, I don't know if he just gives that look to everybody though. Like maybe that's just his face. That man is so hot. I'd go to Whole Foods more often just for him. I'm out of my hot neighbor era. His appeal has worn off. I mean, I know I just glued these on, but I'm just afraid that like the 100 isn't like completely flat, so maybe it's not perfectly. I'm overthinking it. Happy Friday, everybody. I just did something. I just ordered the samples of the to-do list for the next launch. I was like, I probably should do this. Obviously, the more you buy, the less per unit they cost. And since I'm just buying samples, each to-do list costs $10 basically. I spent like $500 on 40 to-do lists because the lowest amount that you could buy was 10. So I just spent a lot of money on these samples because that's just the way it works. But obviously, when I buy a huge bulk, it won't be $10 per to-do list because I could not afford that. I feel very like bittersweet about this because I feel like I'm very aware that this will probably be my last to-do list collection, which is weird to say, weird to think. I'm feeling very weird about it, obviously, because I keep using the word weird, but I've talked about this in the past that when summer is over, I'm going to like very much so start applying for jobs and trying to get a full-time job. I think that I'm extremely aware that everything that I do right now, I can't do on top of a full-time job because this is like a full-time job. Doing the to-do list, doing YouTube, doing everything, it's very time consuming. It's not by any means the hardest job in the entire world. Please don't ever take that as me saying that because there are many harder jobs out there, but it is time consuming to like edit a video that's an hour long takes an entire day at the very minimum, like probably 2 full days to edit, for me at least, because I'm a perfectionist. So I'm very aware that when I do get a full-time job, I'll need to scale back on things, delegate things. I like plan on hiring someone to rough cut my videos so I can still do the final things and like put like effects and text and music and all of that stuff and like cut things out and do little zoom ins, but rough cutting of it will be done. I've done that in the past, but when I was in college, feel very aware that when I do get a job, I won't be able to do the to-do list business because it is very time consuming. I'm very grateful for everything that I've learned. Like I feel like I've had my foot in so many doors because of doing this. Like I've learned so much about like even customer service, logistics, all of that stuff. I've never been great at it. I feel very like heavy knowing that this will probably be the very last collection that I do. Who knows, maybe I'll do another collection after this, but as of right now, I really don't think that I'm going to be able to. So it feels weird. You would have never known because I forgot to vlog it, but I just finished editing a video and now I'm like picking up my apartment a little bit. Like I said, I have my inspection, like my move out inspection today, which is just weird that it's this early on, but whatever. And I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but anytime somebody comes into my apartment, I feel like it needs to be spotless. Like it needs to be perfect. Like nobody can know that I live here, even though on a daily basis, this place is not that clean. It's not gross by any means, but it's not perfectly clean. But whenever somebody comes over, I'm like, it must be perfectly clean. Also, I feel like I've been wearing my hair up a lot recently and like kind of gross and dirty. So I'm looking at it in the viewfinder and I'm like, I forgot that I was like this blonde. I have blonde hair. And I feel like for a really long time I forgot that I have blonde hair because it's just been low-key dirty so much. I'm really happy that I finished editing that video. I've been working on it for so long. And like I said, my motivation is just not here this week. It took me a lot longer than normal. But I don't know when they're coming. I think they're coming like, oh, my remote just flew off my couch. See, I don't even know why I'm like making my couch look pretty because it's not like they're really gonna be looking at my couch. Like they're just looking to see if I broke anything, which who knows if I did. Knowing me, I probably did and just didn't realize it. But I don't want to put that out in the universe. I love this blanket. I just feel like it doesn't necessarily match my decor 100%. I don't know like where to put it. I've gotten so much better at my bad habit of taking my shoes off and just not putting them away, but apparently today is not the day where I succeeded at that. Put those away in the laundry. Oh, come on. You're kidding me. The only reason I'm making my bed right now is for the maintenance people. I don't even know if it's maintenance or if it's like the leasing office who comes. I don't know. But I don't want to embarrass myself and have like a super messy house, even though I'm sure they see it all the time and they couldn't care less. Like they probably don't even notice if it's messy. Well, maybe they do. I think this is like so ingrained in me from my childhood because anytime somebody would come over when I was younger, my mom would like make us all like deep clean the house, like after like it was professionally cleaned. But then she also wanted us to pretend like it was like that 24/7. But here I'm doing the exact same thing, so the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Even though my mom is very much so a clean freak, so our entire house was like pretty much always clean growing up. And I've never been the cleanest person in the entire world. Like I wouldn't say I'm disgusting, throw that away. But I don't mind clutter, but my mom hated clutter. So we always annoyed her like 24/7 when I was younger. When I showered, it made these like little streaks on the mirror and I need to clean it. I just kind of don't want to. My apartment people can come anywhere between now and the next 2 hours. Okay, the camera's crooked, making me mad. It's the little things. Is that better? Here's the annoying thing. Sometimes I'll straighten my camera, but my camera has like an auto adjust. So even if I make it straight, my camera will like adjust. It's annoying, and so it's always crooked and it bothers me. It's the little things. This top is from Amazon. I'll link it down below. These shorts, I got them years ago from Forever 21. Last weekend, I spilled Benetint all over them, which if you guys don't know, is like a lipid cheek stain. Spilled it all over them, and then I washed it twice, and it came out, and I was really happy about that. I have some Amazon packages. These are what I ordered last week, and then they didn't get delivered, so then I had to reorder them. I never understand what happens. They sent them individually. For one of my mom's Mother's Day presents, I got her like a restock of her shampoo and conditioner that she uses. She likes Olaplex. I think there are two types of best gifts you can give people. Number one, things that people want but can't justify spending money on themselves. For example, like if someone wants like a really nice candle, but they're like, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a candle, like I can't justify that purchase for myself, buying something like that for them. Or things that they already use, things that they already need, buying them like a back stock of it so they don't have to pay for it again. I think those are the best type of gifts. It's things that you know that they want, that either they just don't want to pay for themselves, or things that they're eventually going to have to pay for, so you know for a fact they're going to use it. And this box was the conditioner, and then I also got her another gift, but it hasn't come in the mail yet. I'm probably gonna have to give this to her a little bit later. And then I also got this little frother. This is for my Ninja Creamy, so I can like mix and blend all of stuff before I freeze it. It's like a little handheld whisk. I'll link all the stuff down below. This one comes with a little stand. That's cute. Why is this not coming off? Oh, like see how adorable. Slay. I don't think it comes with batteries though. I got this for my Ninja Creamy. I'm not sure how I feel about my Ninja Creamy. I wasn't obsessed with it the first time that I used it, but I also do think a lot of that is probably user error. So I want to try it again, and I will. But that is my Amazon haul. I'm really excited to make this for lunch. I wasn't planning on eating this week, but I realized I had all the ingredients, so I was like, okay, let's do it. So I shredded up some of that rotisserie chicken that I got from Costco. I don't think I said what we're making. We're making a buffalo chicken wrap. I'm gonna do the wing sauce from Frank's, and then I didn't love this ranch, but I'm willing to give it another shot. Maybe it will be good in this. So I just do equal parts ranch and buffalo sauce. Might have been a bad idea. This is so watery. I'm very disappointed. Kind of upsetting. You can add other stuff to this if you want. I normally don't. Just like that, and then you combine. It tastes different. Okay. And then I'm just putting this on top of a warm tortilla. And then I'm adding some lettuce on top. And then we fold. You can't even see it, sorry. Oh no, I ripped the tortilla. This could be bad. It's bursting at the seams. Pretty good.